Here comes the man who may leave tonight at fight or flight, not just with that tag team championship belt in his left hand, but with the internet title in his right hand. You're looking at Godzilla, Mark Davis.
And don't forget, he got this opportunity by being popular on the internet and winning a vote after Chris Ridgway unfortunately had to come out through illness.
Ridgway's loss may be Mark Davis's gain. Defiant fans anointing Davis the chosen one to face the ring general tonight.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Working in pro wrestling, I have never, and I mean never, seen a man as physically intimidating as our internet champion. How on earth does anyone, even a man the size of Mark Davis, attempt to take down Walter?
I don't have an answer. I'd love to be able to sit here and come up with a strategy, give me some tactics. I like you say, I don't think there is a way. You just have to hit and hope and try and get out of the way of those shots.
Walter, the most dominant champion perhaps we've ever seen here, and Davis with the opportunity of a lifetime, but a mountain to climb.
Sheffield, England! We are live all over the world for this, one of the feature contests of the evening. It will decide your Defiant Wrestling Internet Championship. This is a singles match set for one fall. And it has a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first to my left, he is the challenger. From Queensland, Australia, weighing in tonight at 260 pounds, he is a co-holder of the Defiant Wrestling Tag Team Championship, Godzilla, Mark Davis! His opponent in the opposing corner is the champion. From Vienna, Austria, winning tonight at 310 pounds, he is the current reigning and defending Defiant Wrestling Internet Champion. This is Walter!
I don't know about you, Simon Miller, I have goosebumps.
I feel very lucky to be this close to see what is going to be an absolute brawl. Walter makes Mark Davis, also makes him look small, but it makes him look smaller.
It's been a roller coaster of emotions for Defiant fans this week. First of all, we've heard that Chris Ridgway wouldn't be able to compete because of illness, but then that internet poll came up for who should face Walter instead, and when the results were made known, quite honestly, it took your breath away. Mark Davis against Walter, two absolute behemoths about to collide here at Fight or Flight.
I voted for Mark Davis too. Do you know who I didn't vote for? H.T. Drake.
Deputy Drake now.
Whatever he wants to call himself. He changes his name all the stupid time.
Davis very cautiously approaching this. Obviously, Davis much more used to being a tag team wrestler. He's one half of the tag team champions.
Probably used to fighting people smaller than him as well.
We already know, of course, that Aussie Open are going to defend those tag titles against Alpha Bad at Refuse to Lose on November 7th. But if Davis were to win here, I guess he'd have to pull double duty.
He would do. And that's why it's, but again, I said blessing and a curse. That goes for multiple reasons. One, because you've got to take on, the ring general, Walter, who stood there right now. But also, it comes with more opportunities and obviously more work down the line.
El Phantasmo awaits the winner of this one with the internet title on the line at Refuse to Lose November 7th after that upset victory against Will Ospreay earlier on.
Do you think he'd have a preference?
El Phantasmo, I don't know. I mean, look at the size of both of these
Is that
guys.
you take on a mountain or you take on, like, an airplane?
I mean, I would say Walter would never be your preference. But, I don't know if you're El Phantasmo, you'd be outsized by Mark Davis by a considerable amount as well.
Both of them. He's got an uphill battle to climb either way. I understand that's a pun. I didn't mean it like that because we're talking about mountains, but it's still true.
Quite clever in a way.
Well, I try.
Side headlock by Walter. Davis is back up to his feet. He'll send the champion to the ropes, but Walter puts the brakes on, and
Just the strength of Walter. I mean, obviously we talk about his chops, and unarguably the most devastating chops in all of pro wrestling. But you forget this is a big man who can control a match like this because he can pretty much out-control or out-dominate anybody.
triple threat match. Walter against shoulder block here in a second. Shoulder block's being exchanged and either man going down. I was going to say that triple threat match between Zack Sabre Jr., Walter, and Travis Banks, where Walter won the title. One of those chops that Walter hit Zack Sabre Jr. with, I thought Sabre was dead. It was that much of an impact.
He probably was. He probably was clinically dead for a couple of seconds.
Walter with a slightly arrogant pin.
Well, he's confident. He's the internet champion. He's been the internet champion for some time. And like we discussed, he probably can't think of anyone that can take him down.
If I woke up every day, looked in the mirror, and I was Walter, I'd be pretty confident, I think.
Surely you'd be surprised. You're not Walter now.
I think I'd be terrified of the mirror. Walter to boot to Davis, but Davis holds on, and Davis keeps the leg away. That's one way to take the big man off his feet. There's a running senton splash from Davis.
That's what he's got to do. As soon as the big man is down, get on him, stay on him. Don't do this. You need to take him out. Otherwise, that's going to happen, and you're going to lose some skin.
Davis taken down by the sheer power of those chops from Walter.
Walter is just aggression personified, isn't he?
Terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying.
It's almost like Mark Davis has annoyed him, so he just knocks him around like he's prey for a while.
He sort of looks at his opponents like they're a sort of minor inconvenience on his way to picking up the winner's purse.
Absolutely right. But he can't take them for granted either, because Mark Davis is a competitor, especially with moves like that. Big German suplex.
Davis has proven he's going to be much more than a minor inconvenience for the internet champion here as he sends Walter to the outside.
Also, let's be kind to Defiant Wrestling here as well. We had a situation, it is the Internet Championship, and we went to the Internet. Who else would do that? That's nice. That's how it should be. Let the Internet decide the fate of the Internet Championship.
Well, let's go to the Internet again. You can join the conversation on social media if you let us know who you think is going to win this Internet title match using the hashtag #WeAreDefiant. Good luck picking a winner here.
I think Mark Davis may be crazy for chopping Walter. That's just like blood to a shark.
Thing is, though, if there's one man in Defiant Wrestling who can just about match Walter for chops, it may be Mark Davis.
That is true, but still, I think he needs to come up with a different... I just don't think you want to do anything to encourage Walter to chop you back.
There will be two men back in the locker room area, and Yestin Reese and Kip Sabian, who will be hoping upon hope that Walter does some permanent damage here to Mark Davis in that tag title match, and that might help their cause.
Well, that's exactly what's going to happen. Maybe Mark Davis doesn't even make it to Refuse to Lose after he gets his bones picked by Walter.
Slightly bloodthirsty element of this crowd, egging Walter on to inflict more damage to Mark Davis.
Again, it's almost like when you do see something like a shark, right? You kind of don't want to get close to it, but you're amazed you can actually see it. And you kind of want to see what it's going to do, but then as soon as it attacks, you're like, I bought in too much. I asked for too much. I don't want this anymore.
I'm never going with you to an aquarium.
I haven't invited you to an aquarium, but I would do. Would you like to come to an aquarium?
No.
Okay. Oh, somebody else.
Davis rolls back in, and Walter is straight back on him, but Davis is trying to fight back from a kneeling position here. Walter not giving him a chance to do so.
And now he's just trying to grind his elbow into his face. You don't need me to tell you this. That's not comfortable. It's not something you're going to ask somebody else to do to you. Please grind your elbow into my face.
Insightful analysis.
Well, sometimes you just got to be on the nose. You just got to tell it like it is. And that's kind of Walter's style. It's not flashy, but my gosh, does it work.
Walter has got Davis tied up here in the ropes, and clubbing blow across the chest. That would stop a heart.
I mean, that actually could happen. Your body is not built to take that kind of impact, especially not in that area.
Like a tree trunk falling on your chest. Davis is trying to escape, but instead he's ended up in the exact same situation on the other side of the ring.
Worst place for him to be.
Exact same result as well.
I'm amazed he keeps getting up. I mean, that is some serious dedication to the cause. Walt's going to go for it again. 3 times a charm.
This is the third side of the ring. He's done this. He could make it a round 4 if he's not careful here, Davis.
He learned.
Caught him though. Davis has caught him. He still took half of the impact from that shot, but he blocked it enough to get back in. And now Davis unloading with forearms and strikes on top of Walter. As referee's going to call for a break in the corner. Davis needs to be careful. He doesn't get disqualified here.
But this is what he's got to do as well. He's got to do this. He's got to be as aggressive as he can possibly. Don't even give Walter a chance to breathe.
Walter reverses the Irish whip. Davis into the corner, tries to get the legs up.
Oh, no.
Australian, but Walter straight into the Boston Crab. Boston Crab is a fundamental wrestling move, but in the hands of Walter, it is something quite different. And, Walter going to have to break as Davis gets to the bottom rope. But
Mark Davis was very lucky that Walter applied that so close to the ropes, because otherwise that could have been the end for Mark Davis. His opportunity could have gone away as quickly as he got it.
Walter now staring down at the fallen body of Mark Davis. He sees that the end might be near for this impromptu challenge from one half of Aussie Open.
Even the way he applies that chin lock or choke, whatever you want to call it, grinds that elbow right down onto that shoulder too. Nothing Walter does is pretty, and nor is it meant to be. It's just designed to inflict incredible amounts of pain and damage.
Walter now got his big arm wrapped around Davis, and he's got the cover here. Look how he had that left forearm buried into the face of Davis. Everything he does with every part of his body, Walter, is mean.
That's the best word to describe Walter. He's just big and mean. He's like a bully you'd get in school. You never actually want to come across. You don't want to get on the bad side, and when you do, you just got to run away.
That's what we're talking about, and maybe another victim.
Imagine I chopped you like that right now. You wouldn't be able to do commentary anymore, or maybe ever again. It may destroy your larynx.
I mean, don't.
No, I'm not going to. Because Walter may look up here and see me doing it and come and get me.
I think you're right, man.
They're definitely not with that.
Walter, another chop in the corner. Davis in trouble here, and Davis may be regretting the decision of the Defiant fans to put him in here against the Internet champion.
See, at this moment, I should have voted for Drake.
God, look at this.
Look at Mark Davis, though.
Yeah,
Mark Davis not going to sit down and take this.
The face of Mark Davis. Maybe one we've never seen before. That facial expression as he tries to fight back here against Walter. Jump followed by the clothesline, trying to snap the neck backwards.
I've never seen that before. He was slapping and clotheslining him at the same time. But now he's done it.
Chop after chop after chop by Walter.
I can't handle it. It's like watching, it's like watching a car crash.
Again and again and again. Davis, though, headbutting the turnbuckle to try and fire himself back up and get some energy flowing around that body again. Now chops from Davis. Walter is reeling.
I still think, fair play to Mark Davis, but I still think he's just winding up the beast.
Look, Walter is bleeding from the chest from those chops from Davis.
Of course he is. They both are.
Colour of Davis's chest. Jumping by Walter. Goes for a clothesline now. Davis with he could just get him up. All the energy he had, but he got him. And now champion down, challenger down, and the Internet title hangs in the balance.
We could see a huge upset here, Dave. We could see the biggest upset we've seen. We already saw one this evening when El Fantasma beat Will Ospreay. We could be about to see another one. And then the whole Internet Championship is thrown into disarray. Walter ain't going to take it laying down, is he?
Well, we could see a double countdown is what we could see, because neither man is up to their feet yet. Referee Steve Linsky is up to 7 or so, I think.
The blood is now pouring from Walter's chest.
Davis has made a real dent here, literally, and Walter, as the champion, finding this to be a level of challenge that he's maybe not entirely used to. Walter is used to dominating 99% of his opponents, and Davis not letting him do that here.
But don't forget, again, Mark Davis is far bigger than some of the people Walter has taken on.
Walter now, again, got those arms wrapped around the chin. Davis had to fight it off quickly and did. Walter gets the boot up. And Walter, tricked by Davis, another senton splash.
Oh, this can't be a good idea. This is a risk. But this is what you got to do to beat Walter. You need big moves like this that nobody saw coming.
Yeah, look at this though, Walter is up to his feet and Davis took too long getting up there. Walter wasn't hurt enough for Davis to take the time. Walter, what's he doing? Oh, Walter's got the double underhook. But don't do that. You'll break the ring. You'll break the ring. Oh my God, Walter.
That's got to be it. That has got to be it.
The cover to retain the internet title. No.
Mark Davis has shown us here tonight that you can never take him like I think anybody did anyway. But this evening, he has raised that to a whole new level. What else has Walter got to do?
Crowd are eating up every moment of this. Walter and Mark Davis putting on a hard-hitting heavyweight clinic here for the internet title.
I think Mark Davis just took out some kind of gum shield.
Took it out.
That's what I'm worried about. It fell out of his mouth. That's what I mean. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. His dentist is rubbing his hands. Oh, right in the throat.
Dentist, chiropractor, GP. Mark Davis is about to spend a lot of money on all of these stuff. Probably going to need a skin graft.
We've single-handedly doubled the NHS waiting list in Sheffield tonight. The cover a kick out where I said a kick around the side of the head by Davis. Davis will try and get it on his shoulders. Oh my God! Davis plants Walter. The cover by Dunkzilla. And
I thought we had a new champion. I genuinely thought that was it. The strength of Mark Davis. Walter's not used to this. Walter's not used to people picking him up like he's a stone.
Mark Davis was a tenth of a second away from rocking the wrestling world.
But what does he do now? Where do you go after pulling that out of your back pocket? What else does he even have?
Here we go now, Davis. Looking for a pile driver, is he, I think, Davis? Yeah, he's got him up. Well, no, he doesn't. Walter manages to wriggle his way back onto his feet. Walter! Davis stays on his feet. And then we go into the submission hold by Walter. Again, got those arms wrapped around Davis, and Davis may be out. Davis is lights out here.
Oh, the man just does not give up. It doesn't matter what you do to Mark Davis, he's got something left. Maybe not now.
Golden bomb. The golden bomb by Walter. Will that do it? No.
We're seeing something special here right now, Dave.
How on earth did Davis kick out of that brutal powerbomb from Walter?
And what happens if Mark Davis does win the Internet Championship? What does Chris Ridgway do when he gets back to full fitness?
Walter trying here. Walter was maybe looking for a power slam, I think. Davis got away, but only temporarily. Elbow to the side of the head, and then again trying to choke out Davis once more. Can't be in that submission for very long. There's a sit-down splash from Davis, and Davis, all of his body weight behind that strike to the side of Walter's head, hit him right in the ear.
He's just got to try and wear him out. That's all he's got left. Wear him out till he's got nothing left.
A powerbomb! A powerbomb of his own! Davis to win the Internet title in Sheffield, no!
I don't know what else Mark Davis can do here. He's already given so much. Walter looks stunned by this. And don't forget, this was hard on Walter. A few days ago, he thought he was fighting Chris Ridgway.
He can do it again. Davis is going to do it again. No, he's not. Walter with the counter. Walter has Davis up. Oh, my God. Walter going to try and... Oh, variation on the tombstone pile driver by Walter. The cover, and Walter retains the Internet title. What a match. Wow.
Here is your winner, and still Defiant Wrestling Internet Champion, Walter!
My goodness. Just when you think Walter may be down for the count, he pulls out what I can only describe as a modified tombstone, which almost, Mark Davis may never be the same after that.
Mark Davis gave it everything he had. No shame whatsoever on the part of one half of the Tag Team Championships, but further championship gold is not in his immediate future because Walter continues to reign supreme as your Defiant Internet Champion. Walter walks out of Sheffield as Internet Champion and heads on to Refuse to Lose for a date with El Phantasmo. Well, Mark Davis with absolutely nothing to be ashamed of.
You want to know why you don't take on Walter? That's why.
But Davis, of course, is going to have to try and recuperate as quickly as he can. Davis has to regroup, ready for that tag team title match. As we mentioned earlier, Aussie Open are going to face Alpha Bad at Refuse to Lose for the tag team titles.
They are, and I don't know what condition Mark Davis is going to be in, but he had put up quite the fight. And don't forget, at Refuse to Lose, we now also have Martin Kirby versus Joe Hendry in an I Quit match.
That's going to be absolutely unbelievable. We also know David Starr is going to take on Nathan Cruz. That's already announced. Lana Austin, after her victory tonight, will go one-on-one with Scotland's Kaylee Ray.
And El Phantasmo, as we've just seen, we've just got that all sorted out, will take on Walter for the Internet Championship. And if I'm El Phantasmo right now, I'm in the back, I'm a little bit worried, just a little bit.
Plus we know that Bad Bones, John Klinger, will go one-on-one with the Defiant World Champion. But all those matches we just talked about go down in Newcastle upon Tyne on pay-per-view, November 7th. Refuse to Lose.